the area I like to talk about a little bit today is the residential schools with the combination of the foster homes. Because in the 30s, the ones that were scooped up to go to the residential school, the rest of us were scooped up and put in foster homes. And the foster homes in the residential school, the whole purpose of both of them was to defeather us, take our culture away from us. And people could argue which did the most damage. Well, they both did. But in many ways, one of the, I would say, in the residential schools, the people that were in it, my mother and family, nephews and cousins, and all were in it. But I was in the foster home system. And the foster home system was actually, when the ones were going to the residential schools, they had each other, you know, the cousins, brothers, family. But the ones of us that went into the foster homes, we had no one. We had no one. And no family, no nothing. And the whole purpose of that was that to see, I get angry when I think about it because I could have been raised by my uncles and aunts, and the Children's Aid and the government said that my family on the reserves were unfit to, uncles and aunts were unfit to raise, and that wasn't true. They were prepared to raise me and my brothers, but they put us in the foster homes, and the foster homes were, they took us in not because there was any love for us, they took us in for money. They took us in for money. They were making money off of us, and the Children's Aid were making money off of the government, and we were put in foster homes that were basically they just took us because they were getting paid to, and most of them were racist towards Native people, and that's the kind of environment we were in. And the whole, my foster mother was to take the Indian out of me, and she did it to my twin and two other brothers. But she couldn't do it to me. I resisted, and I didn't believe the lies they said. They said that my family didn't want me. I never believed it. And so when I came back from Korea, I went looking for my family, and I found them, and it changed my life, you know. And I found out that it was all lies, that the church and the government. And see, the churches are part of that responsibility of the damage that's done to Native people. I remember 5 years old, I had lived with my mother in Regent Park, and 5 years old I taught Cree. I was living in Regent Park and I could talk Cree. And when she died, and then when I went into foster home, I never heard Cree again until I went looking for my relatives. So of course I lost the language. But when I was in the foster home, speaking Cree, when I went into foster home, my foster mother made me and my twin eat soap, and wouldn't allow me. She'd if I would speak Cree, she'd hit us with a stick and that kind of stuff. So my brothers, lost the language, and she believed they believed the lies that were told to them, that our people didn't want us, which I found it wasn't true. But the whole thing of that defeathering us was to take everything away from us. But it took, it was great. A lot of suffering. I've been healing from that all my life to recover from the damage what was done. But I told them that I'm going to live to 100. And I say that story about, and people say, why do you want to live to 100? I said, I want to live to 100 because I ever see my wife, the most beautiful Indian woman, and I want to make sure no one gets her. It also gives me that motivation to take care of myself and to be there. A lot of our people are trying to fit in the system. My thing, why are we wasting time to be like them? What we need to do is take care of ourselves, keep our culture. We need to help the people on the reserves and maintain the land. And we need to educate our young ones, but also culturally too. Having a white man's education, to get a good job, they're going to have to do that. They're going to have a good education. But they also need to have our native education. And our native education is the culture, the sweat lodges, the ceremonies and everything. And it can be done, it must be done.
I'm here today to give thanks and honor the spirits of my ancestors and to come and pray. My spiritual name and the blessing given to me is Asin. In Cree, sometimes they say Asini, meaning rock, meaning stone. And stone is, I like being called stone. And my belief is solid as a stone, solid as a rock. My belief in my culture, my people, my ancestors, my nation, and the great mystery. Someday I'll go into, but now I'm here to put my tobacco down and give thanks for all the blessings that are given to me. and it's going to help me to tomorrow. I'll be helping to send my granddaughter home to the spirit world. And I give thanks for being in my life for that short time. Yeah, I'm drinking mother's blood, and I've got to learn to understand that water is the blood of Mother Earth, and without it she can't survive, and without it we can't. This is called, in English they call it Dreamer's Rock. It's the most sacred rock for the Ojibwe nation, Ojibwe people. Thousands of years, young warriors spiritual men would come and fast up here, and they fast on the top. And their bodies have made a place, and the people, for a while they forgot about this place and wasn't looked after. Now the people are trying to take care of it, look after it, and that's our responsibility as Native people. We take care of Mother Earth, and Mother Earth will take care of us. And this is part of Mother Earth. And she, has done her job. We need to do our job.
Yeah. But slowly, people wake up. And we have a beautiful culture. A lot. It saved my life. Yeah. Just recently, my people out west and the Lakota Nation have recognized me as a holy man. But I have a cousin who thinks I'm an idiot. And I said, that's his opinion.
So right up in here.
This is the only hard part. Not hard, but yeah.
I think we've been in here.
Oh, it's so beautiful.
So this is very special, and I'm thankful to be able to sit up on Dreamer's Rock. And I give thanks for the ones who helped me climb up here. my beloved ones, Moshons, Nokums, Wasak, spirits of our ancestors, I ask you to take our sacred thoughts, our sacred prayers to that great energy source we call the Great Mystery. And we pray for the people, good health, long life, prosperity, and peace. We ask blessings for the elders and the elderly. We pray for the ones in hospitals and prisons who are sick. We pray for the little people. May they always be safe. Spirits of our ancestors, we ask you again to take our sacred thoughts, our sacred prayers to that great energy source we call the Great Spirit. And we pray for the people, long life, prosperity, and peace. We pray for the elders, and we pray for the precious little people. May they always be safe. Miigwech, 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 miigwech. Hi, hi. All my relations with Takasan.